nipa miensa pa ana mienu ane gyina mo so no ɛyɛ abrante fɛn sɛ Osman Dembele ɛna Lami Yama yɛbɔ abɛnim no na kyerɛ sɛ Osman Dembele ɛna yɛyi no as the best player ɛba no ɛmɛma afɛmu a ɛma ne deɛ no nso ɛkɔ ɛdema ɛyɛ Aitana ɛbɔ Mati ababa wɔyi wagye atoa so mako miensa ɛna ɛde atoa so ɛno nso no yɛde ne ho nsɛm nyinaa no ɛde ɛbramo enti yɛde full list nyinaa no de bɛbra GABTRAM ɛbɛtena se na ɔde abraba yɛ question ɛne sɛ ɛnura Ballon d'Or no ohun ne sɛn obetumi do adwenkyɛ no afa ho abada yɛkenkan ɛde ama wo Arsenal player anonymous do eke arantenes wo pra ɛno nso yɛde ho nsɛm de bramo Lami Yama papa say ɛnura ɛnneɛma ɛkɔ so Ballon d'Or na se no ɔsɛ ne ba Lami Yama no ɔmawia no ɔmawia ne ba no na de control so ɔmawia no ɛtifo yɛde san komuni nyinaa no ɛde bɛdamo awo dwumadi no ɛnso ɛso na yɛbɛfie ɛnura ɛna surprisingly ɛbɛtɔ dwa sɛ baabi ani Gold Stars apam ɔmo coach a yɛfrɛ ne sɛ Frimpong Manson reason a ɔmde apam no yɛkɔba na yɛde san kɔmɔ no ɛde abramo ɛnura Ghana Premier League week 2 match a na ate akam Dreams FC and House of Folk a boy na game no corner in a house at your Dreams akaba komo entimi ante Arante Mohammed Aya Hussein 14th minute goal was enough for Hasbrook to bag all the 3 points I say make us a house and so no why there nanumu na didi drama ni so moko game no the mentality was to win ni na yakoba na atifo yabedi sound community na no abo aye show no so 4.5 Tuesday edition GABTRAM Gabi the foreigner atifo the echo amnene echado ni enko amnene mra
Amuzu garlic bitters ma moja di afrusani ye blood pressure any cholesterol kofom eyi sciatica yaw eyema stroke ayarefo emam pomuden wani ehunade ye sugar level kofom utumi ehome ye Amuzu garlic bitters tumi
Mena wase because o my apono na yede ye adwuma no so no ya twa exams ni nya okay nya tie dase de bia reading conform man na fama ai reading nyame say chiro da o say dan ye bre say de bia read wo na fama and tie dase for that win
rich win now Munya over Chelsea. It was Sunday mechanic Saturday. I will not deviate because we nanya abaninti. Omo mo person mo ye win no analysis with tactics. Rich, it is allowed. But the entire na me come Manchester United Saturday wasn't because I thought say Manchester tactically superior to Chelsea derby. Enye no ntia. And someone na me can and they say football na ye di akire na ye yem ho adwuma. There are stories to it. And one of those stories who working say Luther na chat na to in my view was that Manchester were going to have one win as soon as possible against one of the big contenders, to calm the team down from the pressure and to kick in the conversation of some uncertainty, with Amarino, Yamanentina, Yamanenko, Wama you hope to be. Oh, there be where you're flashing the pan. It has always been that. Now, Rich, no Manchester United, I was our situation in him. No, me nimpa say that thing is going to happen. Then came the Chelsea fixture. This should be it. Chelsea ain't winning Old Trafford since 2013. This season, before the start of the season, and command them for different Manchester United home, do not say they have one special advantage, that is they are not playing in Europe. And until in the weaker, omubo any of the big guys now, omako Europe, aba especially not Chelsea, ako Bayern, ako a very very intense game, abano. Not Chelsea, not sudden nyadie or Old Trafford, no. That was the chat. It wasn't about taxes for me, no. And Rich, so we game, Libya. Whatever happened in the game, make sure the story was written. Red card, 2 goals. BBC was given the Mubiano. And yet, tactics, Mami Gigi. It is just a football story. We've lived this for years. And when you see it coming, you see it coming. And kudos to Manchester United. Say, Omu Etimi take advantage of sa story now. Now, it needed to be written. And they were able to take advantage of the stage, and write their own story. Now, say Sana Meka Saturday and India. Then Asama Meka chat on this should be a question to you. Rich, with this call line, do you give Amorim time to continue?
Aya. Yeah, Chelsea said the house as a house.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
so it was what he was looking
for. One extension.
One game to calm Obia down and allow him to continue his work. And he has gotten it. In the further games, he may disappoint.
Yeah.
No, until he does this again. It is sanity. Rich. Arsenal did not lose against City. And I knew they would not lose. Me say, in Pemprane, offer Man City team now for Arsenal team now. Arsenal team is better than Man City. Probably apart from the difference that made Arsenal do this game, the front line with Erling Haaland. So offer the department by department, they are rich. They can match the Man City team, but the difference is Erling Haaland. Me so striker there, Arsenal nibi. And so we go now share now. It tells you.
Strikers go.
I was so disappointed in Gabriel Magalhaes. Where born I Petri was Vivia. And luckily, born I better Tijani renders anymore. And I didn't face Arsenal defense. As at that time, it was only Abranti Efeni Tijani with 2 Arsenal defenders. Rich. And by the side of Gabriel Magalhaes, I know also Cambino. Emma Erling Haaland. And Turo because sign a home. Tijani renders the option to pass to him for him to score. That was the problem. In Pempi, many chips are many Kevin also answer didn't come about Arsenal. Now you try to say, oh, Arsenal are a good team. They always have their doubts about Gabriel Magalhaes. Almost your weakness in Kitty. I saw it in the Erling Haaland goal. Rich, but beyond that, the conversation in here, Man City and Pep did not deserve to win the game. Even with Erling Haaland exploit. They didn't. And Rich, will you be fascinated to see these numbers? Rich, unim Pep, a day pan, I wouldn't even know coach.
Possession. Oh, yeah, do about possession.
Oh, yeah, then. Pep, she said the team, and on the day he had Wadri, Bernardo Silva, Faye Foden, Tijani Renders. I'm talking about central midfielders.
For where you in the Costa Rica, I'm so where you know, yeah, our form, you know. I'm on air company, so I'm on Shada and where you need. I'm here.
Okay. Because soon I meet him there, it should be okay.
Okay.
Rich. City team no had Wadri. Meka central midfielder so. I want Tijani Renders. I want Bernardo Silva. I want Foden. But Rich, they could only afford 32.8% of the ball.
Ala facha me say mo mo share live YouTube no. Ala voice no, is it okay? Say enyo okay na say be hu bibie di amamo.
Okay.
Nti mo my feedback na ye hu say de. Say yeah na ye hu de we be no. Why?
Now Rich. Now to put Arsenal 67% possession into proper contest. Throughout the 90 minutes, Rich, Man City only 8 touches in Arsenal box. 8 touches per and a Man City. Now again, Rich, Unim say since Oriya friend Pep Guardiola, every year coach at the elite level, Rich, on board game will be a possession a sack. I just said you and Ram.
Pepper Obo game, where you holler the film. Are you folding?
At the point in time, you can say Pep had turned into some allies. Defending in low block to make sure, say, or the 1-0 no, are escaping from the Emirates. Rich, let me show you evidence. I want our picture with. There is Man City on my defensive line. You can defensive line. You can baby on my defenders could do from omu goalkeeper enemy. Rich, say Ushe the trajectory now. They've always done well. 32 meters, 33 meters, 35 meters. Rich, Ubejeri said this season they've come as low as 26 meters. And said they are also Barcelona money idea. You could see Omubona, Rich, even on 2 center halves, everything about the center line. No money over. Rich, City can't come out. They just can't come out. And anyway, it was total dominance from Tima, your friend Arsenal. Now, this is the last reflection. Your phone game on the Rich.
Almost on person me a kakra way in Huntino. Yeah, as if for some in the kakra binafi ayala atwaso etimi edi ama because a big complaint say it's okay been so a too low ABC enti na yetimi na afi yetimi edi amamo maybe a church when the boss say Ateta is a coward manager. Okay. All right. Mami said, Mami, you know her.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's
better.
Now it's okay.
Good.
Great.
Rich, your point game. Listen to the two managers. Now you have Ballon d'Or into us. I will start from Pep. Pep 1-1 against Mikel Arteta at the Emirates. Pep say, I think the results is fair. In general, Arsenal were better. But we had a better result than last season, just like we did against Manchester United. And to Pep, you say, results no nyan when you last season, on that Emirates, Arsenal said 5-1. It said this time around, we 1-1 Send Manchester United now. This time I'm watching the 3-0. Okay. That is an improvement on the team. Rich, listen to Arteta. The feeling is very disappointed not to win. And for those who are saying, say, Arsenal spent too many minutes jubilating against the equalizer, and that shows weakness. So I say, when you withdraw, why must you be happy at home? This is a game you should have won. Rich, this is the mentality of Arteta. Or say disappointing. So many things. I am so proud of my team. The way we played and dominated almost every aspect. If we play at this level, we will be fine. Rich, players in the new coach, and just as we were explaining, in a game you've shown dominance, but you were losing. You went into injury time. Now ultimately, you think you can be there as robot and say there be no be pay win me nyentino me be say me che monster mentality team jubilate
ebi mo say den na wan start exit forgetting so omo ko ball be ba o ese started at the point so uniform the Martinelli ban no be go.
Yes,
and the same change no here the goal by.
Look, any line up now. He played with Trossard. Yeah. He knew what he wanted from the game. Then he brought it as a coordinator by no. One for me Trossard, or even number 10. And when the Martinelli mo be Trossard. And when me nyani go, it's not about tactics. Say can you born in Kwadia Arsenal played so well. So well. And rich. The new woman na abano. The new woman na abano. 1-1 there. You be fan sa e wo ho. Na Liverpool there. Okay. It was a Merseyside win. Rich, this is their 50th win in the Merseyside derby at home. 50.
See the dominance.
And Everton, the almost my happiness was with Gavin Bench. And I'm saying I'm spending some few time Ballon d'Or in Timin Chichi Mukesi. Next time I will bring it. But Rich, league table no HL how league A shape very, very well. Liverpool still 100% record. 15 points from 5 games. Oma BM Arsenal 5 points. You better have Arsenal will catch up to Tima, your friend in Liverpool. Now, Rich, mommy, just 2 minutes. Let me wrap up with the Ballon d'Or. And then an event in the Basel.
Yeah.
Real Madrid don't want to encourage someone. Now there's a big problem with Paris Saint-Germain. They were supposed to play Le Classique Enra. I'm going to say a postponing game in the corner. The moment League A for ever announces some postponing game in the corner, that's the share. Ballon d'Or organizers calls to Paris Saint-Germain say, "Yeah, mom 50 complimentary tickets. I'm also with the delegation neighbor. Now you have to play a game and then you run. And she say, 50 seats in the event again. Almost you, and yeah. But at least you bet my promise. Say, Usman Dembele, any president, Khalifa the Ombeba. We will try and put other delegation together and come with them. But Munim say, with the game, Munya and Nipa 50, no, Emo attend it. Now, Rich, let's run through quickly. And who are the likely winners? Let's start. Men's Club of the Year, Rich, Paris Saint-Germain will win.
Okay.
Obiano will contest. They won the Champions League. They won every trophy. Except the FIFA Club World Cup. Chelsea, J from themselves. They are the best club. Omubetimi are winning. Women's Club of the Year, Rich, out of these clubs, Arsenal will win. Arsenal the Champions League, you know. And they surprised Obia by beating Barcelona in the final. So my tip, and it's Arsenal will win the Women's Club of the Year. Now, Rich, Men's Coach of the Year, one person, Luis Enrique. For what he did with the Paris Saint-Germain team, only challenge Bia Ewo. A man Coach of the Year. Rich, I am called between two coaches. Goalkeeper, Coach René Slegers. How the Arsenal did Champions League, you know. Ni team ni clubs. Team of ni team ni Women's Club of the Year. But Rich, a strong challenger me. In Sayina Wogman. Because she also won the Euros with England.
Yeah.
And Rich, between the Champions League and England win, I want to ask them the one. And I think say because I am not championship entitlement, you know. Rich, Emma, I'm sure I'm not saying a workman. Etimia Babe, a man Coach of the Year, no. Between these two, but I think it's a crazy equal workman because of what she did with the English national team. Abra Omu winning the Euros, you know. Rich, where the Minister say debate for her. They are seeing trophy. Best goalkeeper, a man from Rich. Donnarumma. Or a far gone with Sadio, no. A man who Copano. Make the best young and bad player. We are say, Rich, that is where there is a Ghanaian connection to it. And I think she will win. Michelle Ajumai. The super sub doing the Euros for England. Rich, me who be in international football that. Say a book tournament. Now the ultimate, you know buy no rescue team no Rich. Sadio now Michelle Ajumai, you know. Everyone we need women's copper trophy, you know. Now Rich, a man there. The best for men and young players. A straight battle between Lamine Yamal, any the same way. Me makase minyaya and Kadwe will win. But Rich, the way I know Messi kono, all the statistics are ever HSL Lami Yama will win it again. Especially with this. 37% for Due, 63 for Lami Yama to defend the Copper Trophy, and we are Lami Yama will win the Copper Trophy.
Is it a matter of the man on here they are not compensating?
That is where we are going to. Rich. Ballon d'Or na maintenance. A man again. Look, Barcelona lost in the finals of the Champions League to Arsenal. Then Spain lost in the finals of the Euros to England. And Obia favorite Obia nim say on the nimbo in Bomat Aita Bomati. Which individual play, she is the best. But the team no went two crucial finals, they couldn't win. Teams are Olusu those finals to know. Our one player that cuts across Rich for Arsenal and England. And we see Mimi there. Everybody made him mention a man doing money. I turn Obian Timinibo.
Sir Obajani, our YouTube handle. We call YouTube handle Nhyira TV. Nhyira TV, our YouTube handle now face where to me adjani the feed now no pay yet in seminar at the Aba. I don't know what comment now yet to make in Kankakra at the Ama when she shall do and so comment in a pen. You're making Kenina and so at the Ama. And to the channel, no mama refuse yes, so he as our multi TV decoder and so and no Nhyira TV, our multi TV decoder and so who's now with the announce kind enough. When sir etimi akana kamana and also etimi aboye parope ye kaja kakra and ya gumbera ya dia sina de man me ko mugina ye church jinapa agude bu nsam no when sir etimi akaba ka to say ade ahunya ye pa ya pomudin ti me bi so umpom ti san ene ma ko ye dia ma na say ko ba so pomudin no enya kama pa de ene enupa ewe adwaman so no e kulun Ghana limited na kwakofa e dia ba wo be untu capsule e dia ba no ye memedo e bo be ma be for urinary tract infections na we e be ma ta Johnson tentamu Johnson Uti ya ewo be mama wedro hunchu capsule no e de be boy pana face no etimi nyina se e de ma doctor aka to se e prostate enlargement and etito wedro hunchu capsule anope nyabinim na anosumu aye pa na oko pharmacy ne drug shop bia ubenya bi atowo e yesese awodo nyina enso so na no etimi aboa eno ati omede mesakio so aba na mesakio no sexual weakness e betu ase afa premature ejaculation to ase e slow erection na wedro Mr. Kill and after premature ejaculation will leave it all for ma about to the Nasa Kama at the Amawa I would do in us we are Bama when you be an Brahma or Mansamno at Mary Pay or where do Araba Bazan Tobet and your baby do or baby do Araba Bazan Totano and the menstrual pains menstrual disorder sitting in ano a bit to us at the Abama blood circulation and soon a quality a do bush me now boonsa a problem bia and yet we are by when you ten car on pen anti we do research come here say today we nya bia e do eba bo apa no ye Araba Bazan Tobet and ye confirm as ni drug shop bia na we sunya on dia to no me sabe tima fresh no yes 0244275429 and pay one some timi account there na adwane papa there eye obi aba sentiment mu ha we be say he fan obetimi adidi kama ka chen say eye Esman Kitchen Awana Adrianum Papa Pan and so na it's my kitchen restaurant there, both continental and the local districts in Womadi Amo. Now every Monday and I cut and point and kill no catfish no na after Yama Kamana a many genet to me every pair we are some side dish at the account others your mama jollof fries and answer fried rice and now Mama Panku and also Madi fried yam soon back home at the Amantano pay with him and not walk my kitchen and not walk with the come on. And sweat my boy pass that every Wednesday and a pizza Wednesday what pizza be a Wednesday always my kitchen yes I'm another pizza and also at me a boy pa every Thursday and here banquet tilapia and to the brabedi di bato banquet tilapia now yes to another banquet with tilapia now and also call and try and I is my kitchen at the Amanti I outdoor with event to be and I birthday be now to punto be now to who probably bet myself now one more journey not to me
wodi asem wo ho de no yes my kitchen ana me come for de ba kumansia wodi wani chema ana baba yara sports the main gate ana obenyo omo ade ase traffic light no aso no me epe na is my kitchen bo number se betimi no me din komo e wo so aye 0265707070 ana 0248865046 na one is my kitchen and so here bomi ye pa na timi aye kama makato so di good aye no nya drinks e de account na drink aye kama no anu ye piva beverages omom ana omedi piva cola e de about omom di aye piva cola flavor omom di orange flavor omom tangerine flavor ana omom grapes na for omom cocktail and so on channel pay ma on san count there tuma bia we dia be here soft drinks there anu ye piva beverages omom dawoma omom no get to cover the numbers are we betima first na wanya do etoton no aye 05503231 na fe omom sum ahwe etimi ajosu ye pa na and they tell us esmen kanto say omom the fixed broadband na dia ba we hear data ata say be bo mo waduma na ya kama dia and ye tell us fixed broadband no and ata say in the month of September yi so we na first we connect with there we first time ata say we connection member refi say 100% bonus of data and omedi kan we answer dia ma after so be a reconnection and how ye with dia no da so that the ebia sa opeso san sebukina and also 50% bonus of data and omedi kan dia ma nti wumpe we dia pa na pe tell us so for na no dial star 900 has star 900 has we betima you tell us play up no na fe why enjoy was subscription na fe so dey tima ya kama e dia ma na high sense say edama say dey Ghana we don na tutu na anso agi na tum sense we memo dem ha ya kama na e ba na smartphone so be bia ba e ba na chest feeders ha afi television no more compact television no more lesser television and pay o man sa count dia aduma ni nyina be kama e dia ma high sense adawroma and kuma say ko dia ha dodo na anso ajoma tum say na dia ba ko ebo aye pa anso say ene no wo mo de aye water dispenser say dia ba wo mo de microwave and afi wo mo de blender so aba wo mo adi rice cooker sama kettle and air fryer ni nyina ma ko fere nyina e dia ba high sense say anopay and ye okọ kumase city mu a anom ubenyo mo e ho anafe adum eno so say no post office in town mo bo ho anafe tafo ene ya Zaria Johnson na wanya high sense tafo enso no mo bo na fe tan so ubenya high sense o na fe udwumade ni nyina aya kama dia ma na regions ni nyina kama se ba bibia mo ho woko aya west regional no ya takwa anafe takwa de anafe woko aya central regional eno ubenyo mo wo mankesim na fe adwuma ni nyina ya kama e dia ma mpato isi region eno ye kofo regional fe voter regional enso aya hohai anafe ko northern region so na ene tamale omobo brun east no ene ye tetiman anafe brun regional no enso aya sunyane na fe wanya aya high sense obu showroom no na wetima kwa joni of quality na fe so etimi abo very affordable no me so betimi ni o mato kese e waso ye 03025500 na fe high sense enso aya jo so na fe with them sese no eno ya kama ediama na edem ye fa na we a student oben here student mattress na student mattress na dey papa no ana dia sa we no royal foam for na kwakofa dia ba na royal foam dia answer the quality no so na kama papa royal foam mattress no we the student mattress na dia ba woto na we match free pillow e dia ka ho na 4 inches no ano e bo na 350 Ghana pe ana fe 3 inches na 320 Ghana na wetimi ajo dia ano ana e comfortability and the Abama wedding at the panty, which a man or penner here student mattress. The American for Ediamano, and I had the royal phone at the Abama San County. No mess to me a form also. I 0202271000. Now, when the royal phone phones no Abiabum Kama, and now would you make to me a credit pa about Tano and the Abacom come for the Abamano, a diaper. Now, on San Koda diaper, the Winya de Kama, and on a Bama Kodano or Diagro, Amatasa also assume you pa and your floor kids baby diaper na don't tell people meal woman ma kokofa e dia ba diaper and who may so many mu ye tinti abofra no de bo no be dia bro bia nya de sa de no e be wura toda ana fe so with the diaper be bo ba na races egu band and part of floor kids baby diaper de wa ho di bruta nya de sa races bi egu ba no ana afe so se insuo guma e ba no num ni nyina me na kodi a chenchimpo sa abofra kwa sa bio abadun so kra gunu ho a nya de sa nyinu bia be ka abofra no ma wo ba be so atete we about time now with him we a day pama come for the ama open the door to a number sabe first year 0243 033 033 now and I pay also wait me and adia kama would you media to make credit now and the about yourself Franco Trading Enterprise as about a mobile phone so mom and a dip papa and adiaba answer phone you all the mayor causes about said phone hiti na about better better dear Franco adiaba there as answer a original tea our hondi pa wamudi I Nokia phone said about wamudi original I Samsung gana fe iPhone to be about we have smart TV and we have Franco smart TV wamudi Franco this said about the chest freezers and wamudi was cinema in the about fe wamudi I microwave and so the about the blender and I face CCTV cameras and also wamudi about and the about we say about the CCTV camera and installations are akadiani nano and a Franco akwa fa the about memory visa bibi abato our market and we have 40% discount and wamudi man to Ghana fana baby the burger Franco and so wamudi 60 regions in the baby biamo emom kumasi anum said there and a jaba jewelry in chaho wamu bako half a challenge bishop and also no wamu store ne bako hanafe would when he chemo old mekoma and also benyo mo and chanma ko 4 click and so no wamu also bako munyo mujeri chana fe new creatia and also benya Franco Trading Enterprise no mesabe timi no madin koma waso 0501525698 and answer 0245316969 na wanya Franco Trading Enterprise naja wamu so no mani ama pay one sa etimi account there MTN Ghana so the free after one and the about course ni na ba ye wabla winya problem bi answer course command awano winya data winya package ebetima ma ye course ni ye no na MTN Ghana as free after one or first 10 minutes wo munya 2 year ya course akari nyina no e free bon to mo ntu credit bi mti wo mpe we dia pa na pa winya nkomo bi ewa na ta se eno so no enya se winya time ho a eno aye free after one na ba just dial star 550 star 550 na fe why enjoy your subscription and now wait me the judgment now and why I come and the amount what shall we do now so and I'll pay many ABC games and almost say as na ABC games no yanka say ABC dia na almost so dia ba atas ye this kabakato say and no say no ubenya sika di boto and you say the sika the answer ade bia sika sem no unsa na chas why entempa na fe wo so wait me atwa bi na uyu ABC the 3 letters per and you choose 3 letters na ye draw na chas 3 letters na pm wusika de buburija boto na fe and the when match so ba enjoy tieni ye pa free 5 Ghana eko ana ABC games no betime twabi wo phone na what dial star 262 has star 262 has na afe wo na tikwana what you so 3 letters me pato se letter na mu ba ko pm eno wusika na di twa on beba ho premiersa ana dia ma se mu mienu pm on beba ho premwatwe ana dia ma afe so na mu aye miensa de nyina pm dia eno ye 2 and times we stake na dem so benya sika di ye pa National Lottery Authority at the stamp in the so character platform na so wabodi da so team anu ABC games no ana me kan Friday ama tissue ya kama aya flower tissue flower disposable handkerchiefs na no obi ayi so na wonim say flower disposable handkerchiefs no friend so ye super observant team with the cleaner and Japatics be aware offices are doing in one will be a so and to Mount Sanka de na fadijuma a perfect fit for your pocket and a feel bargain so adiabako I say or the flora tiro and so diaba with him say tiro the jume my clean experience no I come away send a pure white fragrance free and channel pay my on Sanka there and I face some of the flower kisses ready about and no about time you saw me the wipe and the cleaning I am a friend to your bar time with him not what announce where to be any idea na waso wetimi aye kama de ma numbers ha ubetimi from waso 0243 033 033 na fe wanya floor tissue ni bi na waso wetimi yusu na enom atimi aboye pa eno atimi menka fo na menka to say rapaholic na baso eno ya on the 27th year abna abaso kumasia ene esa kwode eba na eno ase na nya ize kwa obede pon nkasa etati down atimi se kumasia yede and we remember revision eno aye rapaholic aye concert project no na the MTN Ghana so ade ma ya so pa so ɔte wade and the aya ne say download do momo app no we download momo app na ɛyɛ refer ma amanfo anso an download we refer amanfo ɛyɛ nipa num a wɔn mema rapaholic ticket no mienu anu so no white man enjoy ɛne regular ticket no ɛma mutimi refer ɛyɛ nipa duonu 20 a ɛno yama lifestyle ɛyɛ ticket no VIP one no ɛno maako mienu ɛne obehu sa obetimi ne wo girlfriend say we no matima akɔ tele na ayɛ kamanti rapaholic ne de masa yɛ sold out yɛ nyina yɛ kɔ na kyase ama atima ayɛ kamanti wo bɛba na mebɔ hɔ den ne akyase ɛne die ne nyina so awie pɛyɛ afa afutuo bia ni hɔ sɛ kyase nipa de onya sika ɛyɛ ato asase na asase bɛboa mo watimi sidan asase betimi aboa ama asundwe aba asase betimi aboa ama nso aba bɛyɛ fie wura ɛne nti ana mɛka fo na ban sapon ɛde ama ɛne yɛ Gesa properties no na Gesa properties say ɛba na asase pa de ɔno na ɔwɔ asase papa ɛsan asase ne man so sɛm bia ne ho ɛyɛ litigation free womenya abusiama nso womenya laga asesɛm nti mɛka sɛ na asase yɛ kama ɛno ɛkyerɛ sɛ ampa asase ne edimu yie pa meka sɛ wode w'ani kyerɛ mu awɔ adadeɛ ntɛm a wɔn a Africa ɛda kwan ho pɛɛ ɛno ayɛ main road Kumasi Accra road akyerɛ sɛ yɛpɛ obi ɛde ama no afei de w'ani kyerɛ mu atɔ nso ɛyɛ high school Johnson a ɛno yɛ 5 acres of land ɛno nso da hɔ akyerɛ sɛ yɛpɛ obi ɛde ama nti ɛno nso bɛfrɛ na ba sapon ɛwɔ 0541 135 464 anaasɛ 0249 136 582 na afei wɔfrɛ Gesa properties no ɛnso atumi ama asase afei tiami yie paa wopɛ dan ana atɔ a Gesa properties sɛ ɔbɛma ofie atɔ na efie no so a wadi ma wato na enye fie amanso sem ho efie problem ho afa na wo ba benya problem ni adade amata se abusua bi eba ba so se efie no kwa ne entia se na eja konsi ato ne adade mpacho we die ma so tem bia de wonti no eno so be wad na wa friend na ba support na wo so kwanya ofie kama se ebia wo pese wo ton ofie so a wo de dan ye be hwe di djuma no e de ma pese wo ton wasase so a ye be hwe e di djuma no kama e de ma wasan ye into rental agency no djuma mu di ye se apartment ana wo pɛ han ebia wo pɛ office bi na han edimu djuma wo pɛ warehouse bi na han edimu djuma na ba sapon ebe get to covered eno ati ade baako sɛ nei wo mo enso enko abatan de Ghana ha wo ma bia bi pa Kumasi ana main office na ɛwɔ wo kɔ kodoko training grounds atego tache ade sɛ wo nsabe nkum so ana benya Gesa properties in kan sunyane doma hinkro ana fa bekum na wa fa Gesa properties na ɔno so amu asase na watimi de adu djuma we ani nyuma ko ne awovro nkae pi na na no pai wo mo aso asene awe nsam no yade edan wo awe adwuma de so fe na wodi wa fidie ndi ato a aye nhira jono ma wana kan radio station makato said ya sentiment anti ade atumne na yengeti de so rambo na yeni nkoma kakra awe ye chichi awodo nyina so wo ba na do comment ne ade aba na yakenkan kakra de amanti wo tie ye awo radio so a wo betimi akọ YouTube anu ye Nhyira TV awo YouTube na wanya so ni bia he ana fe multi TV decoder no so no anu ye Nhyira TV wo de na ma na fe wa scan na watimi anya yesu odi bia hwe awo Nhyira TV na atimi aboye pampato de tedie ma men sensem na se Ballon d'Or anu ada na etota na anu ada yakato se surprises p ana chese ba se Ballon d'Or the first time come here say bars na na ho no awo fom ye pa anya se wo fom se ebia ade no ankwani nembom no sanka ebia ye ba ba ye na bia beti so we na wene ye ba ya te se bia 44% and ebia le no Messi anya ebia Cristiano Ronaldo awa 73% intino bebia etete atasa ebia Cristiano Ronaldo benya na se no Messi benya we de Osman Dembele ani Lamine Yamal de no yansa da hunisa ade betini na satanu a na obi adim da winner ana se league bi anya ma enti ana do me de process so a Kylian Mbappe ana teso onya ya beta me pato de te da bi o we no ayesa Osman Dembele ana teso onya beta Kylian Mbappe I one of the few players in a many times abante na ko na utimi se ebi o be ho kakra utimi ba bated na wako fourth na wasaba ni ade but when in first 2017 abapim 2025 we no pato anu ade de Mbappe toso so na ya ade kakra 2017 Mbappe enya the 7th position 2018 wɔba bɛtɔɔ so 9 2019 wɔba 6th position 2021 ɔkɔ 9th position 2022 wɔbɛtɔɔ so 9 ana 2023 wɔbɛtɔɔ so 3 2024 wɔsan kɔ n'akyi biem ɔkɔtɔɔ so 6th ana afei 2025 Kylian Mbappe aba bɛtɔ so nso nti Mbappe ne deɛ wotumi sɛ adeɛ no wayɛ ɛhɛda mfa nti ɔno yɛ Kylian Mbappe reporter efi na kate ade aba na ɛno ɔmo kɔyɛ Ballon d'Or ɛmaya ne deɛ no Barcelona abaya ne din nso ade antenna bombate wɔno na ɔno nso enyaeɛ na saa abaya we on 3 occasions wotumi sɛ nneɛma nyinaa yɛ kama ɛde ama abaya no 2023 ɔne Lionel Messi na de antenna nanso no ade manager na afei yɛba 2024 ɛno nso ɔne Rodrigo Cascante na de ana afei 2025 obi atumi ante ɛno nso ayɛ antenna bombate ya wɔne Ousmane Dembele anso aba abɛgye nti wotumi sɛ abaya ne deɛ manager ne deɛ wɔyɛ kimpin ɛwɔ hɔ obiara sɛ da ɛne ne nkyɛ nso ɛwɔ saa Ballon d'Or ne die mu na ɛno ada ɔgye ɔde nkɔmɔ kakra ɛto gya kyɛ sɛ n'ani agye yie paa na ɛnyɛ bɛtɛ sɛ in 3 occasions yɛbɛba this podium na yɛbɔ wo din sɛ wo ne wagye in fact abatobɔdeɛ ne tam deɛ ɔka sɛ ne teammate na afei ne team Barcelona bɔbɔkɔ the Spanish national team supporter wɔmde ma no na kyɛ sɛ ama abiribia no yɛba na tɛ sɛ watimi aba abɛgye nti no wɔdɔ mu nyinaa sɛ bɛda ɔsɔ wɔ asɛm ka ane yɛbisa sɛ na asɛm bɛ na abaya no wɔka wɔ so ɔmom sɛ mɛma no gyɛ no ɛkɔde ma Ousmane Dembele wɔse ano no yɛ ana afei wohwɛ a yɛnya player bi ɛte sɛ Hafinya yɛnya obi ɛte sɛ Lamine Yamal atɛ sɛ ɔmu nyinaa ɛyɛ greatest players a wotumi sɛ Ballon d'Or na ɔmu wɔ mu ane ade bɛda ama sɛ yɛaka nipa baako a ɔpono no akyi ayɛ sɛ ɔno ne yɛka no ho asɛm yie paa ane yɛbisa sɛ nipa bɛ no so anom ayɛ Pedri ayɛ Gonzalez wɔso wɔka ma obi atase sɛ Pedri no ɛsɛ yɛ pay attention to Pedri because Pedri ball no ɔbɔnoma sɛ ɛnyɛ just by a fluke abante no ball no nim ne bɔ yie paa ɛnti sɛ anka yɛka Ballon d'Or ne yɛbobɔ di no anka ɔn deɛ wɔ expect sɛ wɔn a magye ne deɛ ɔmu deserve sɛ ɛsɛ ɔmu gye deɛ bɛda player bi ɛsɛ yɛka ne ho asɛm yie ɛnso yɛ Pedri Gonzalez Pedri ɛno ada bɛba bɛyɛ sɔre ka to sɛ Pedri Gonzalez sɛ ɔno deɛ individual accolades na nya deɛ sɛ ɔno n'ani kye wɔ individual na wɔn kɔ awɔgye animonyam ne ate ɔno ɔhɛ da hwɛ deɛ ɔhɛ deɛ ama Barcelona yɛ sɛ wɔbɛgye UEFA Champions League ni ade nti deɛ abaya nsɛm a ɔka deɛ ɛno ɛyɛ deɛ ɛne no mepatɔ ɛfiri mu nso ɛba wɔ dwumadie so ɛna anɔpɛ yi meka akyire kakra deɛ ama Lamine Yamal ɛno da wɔnya award baako na award ɔnyaeɛ no ɛno nso ɛyɛ Copa Trofeo deɛ yɛde ma nkɔda no ɛno na abante no nso nyaeɛ ɔtumi sɛ nneɛma nso ɛyɛ kama yie paa ɛde ma abante no ɛneɛ wokɔ Spain a wɔnom ɛyɛ akoda 18 years na abante no nso ɛnya 21 goals ana tɛ sɛ akoda no sɛ 25 assists ana akoda no yɛ nti ɛyɛ under review wotumi sɛ nneɛma nyinaa ɛyɛ kama ɛde ma Lamine Yamal sɛ Copa Trofeo no wɔno nso ɛbɛtumi ate afei so no ɛba no ɛyɛ Gerd Müller ɛyɛ trophy no ɛno top scorer ana ɛyɛ ayɛtaa ɛde ma no ɛnom ɛyɛ Victor Gyökeres wɔno na tɛ sɛ ɛkɔɛ ɛde ma no masa ɛntinatoɔ no akoda no bu adwuma yɛ paa ɛnti Arsenal player Victor Gyökeres wɔno nso onyane deɛ ɛwɔ hɔ ɛba ne coach wɔyɛ adwuma paa deɛ a Ballon d'Or no deɛ no ɛno ɛkɔde ma Luis Enrique Paris Saint-Germain team no wɔdɔ mu bu adwuma yɛ paa ana afei Gianluigi Donnarumma wɔno nso no ɛba no ɛyɛ goalkeeper deɛ no best goalkeeper of the year no ɛno ɛkɔ ɛde ma Gigi Donnarumma nti wɔno nso na wɔde ɛno ada wɔnyaeɛ no no bɛda kase paa ne deɛ ɛnom ayɛ Dembu so Ousmane Dembele wɔno na kyɛ sɛ wɔnya ɛyɛ kase paa no ɛne ɛno ada na kyɛ sɛ animonyam sɛ no ɛnyɛ yise kwa na Ousmane Dembele kasa pii ɛna no pɛ mɛka te kakra ɛde man one Ousmane Dembele ɛsi yɛnka mo bianta sɛ ɔde aseda ɛde ma kura yɛ wu ne efiri so ɛsan sɛ support ɔmo de ama no ana afei so France man ne nyinaa wɔso wɔnyi ne neighborhood wo awu no sere no ne bɔbɔm ɛma ɛboa de nyinaa no kwa na ɔda wase ɛna afei so wo a wo boy ɛma ne football career deɛ ɔtwam kwa wo so akoda we de date ɔbɛyɛ obi odin bɔbɔ pa ɔno sɛ no wɔda wase ana afei wo awu na ka kyɛ so Osman kɔ yɛ huhu ne bɔbɔ no mfa nkɔ baabi ɔda wase saa deɛ ne nyinaa na abɔ no ama ɛne Ballon d'Or no waba bɛdu bɛmpɛ so a ɛne wɔno nso atima ba bɛgye bi afei so no wɔda Barcelona force yie paa because ne football wɔsa sɛ ne dream club na ɛyɛ Barcelona ɔkɔ Barcelona ɔbɔya ansa na ɔba PS ne ade nti ɛno sɛ no ɔda Barcelona force adeɛ baako ɛha adwene yɛ sɛ ɔnyae injury na ama for efisa ne football career ne kwa Sam bounce back na waba be laughing stock obi ase no say player ne football aba na wie onum Osman Dembele ni nyinanom wetimi akani nyina say mane waba be gina this podium na wetimi ante aye Ballon d'Or na ade na ade na ni enso ade ye pa kwa na obi ana wasa asese oda na busuafo na se na awona ade abrante ni su ne aba no wasa ase be no so obeta aye ne maame ase ye pa se wata na chi ama adwuma ni nyina aye kama ade ama na afe wasa asese wase obeda ne bras nti obo ne bradi pepepe na kwa na afe su ne esa asese eba Osman Dembele tini so pa esaza invade wase o maboa ne ye pa sanya omo a anka ba bia wadwi anka ono so entimi no honti no ane Osman Dembele tembusa no a Ballon d'Or na se de tota atasana no pa ye de kakra ade da wodade teammate na se aye PSG entertainment na ane ne coach oda na se atese o nyina abama ne football career kwanim kwabna wonsa sabi ba ma de se wo na se nimonyam se ba adu se wo hiri na nimonyam no gini ye pao enkanka se wawari oba no ho efe ewe no okwa na wankasa pese obi ehu no edu Osman Dembele ene wagini ye pepepe ne Ballon d'Or ekwa ne kama ana ofe ne wife se ba na enkofo ni nya bi nka ba memfo anu eneja enkofo tofo ba wisobo ha enye de ombetwa ade e tia obeda so boyi enti kwabna pepepe ana tasa ne wife enso ba da tasa one ne wife so etwa bi na tasa ne bei enso bonten kama nti kwabna akola we say no wonyini ba nyina mfia no de otumi se obi hunu popo aba because habia dada setina we hunu da nti eno aso enkoma kakra ni Osman Dembele efina kati ade babada mamemfa Ballon d'Or no ranking nimra mamenye na up to 10 na who players in position obi etoso me pato Osman Dembele medical katoso no ana teso odinkan Lamine Yamal na etoso ni no Vitinha ana etoso mi ansa enano banta ni dia de Mohamed Salah enum Hafinya ana fe insia ya Ashraf Hakimi kini ni Mbappe atoso so ana Ko Palmer atoso enwatwe enkono Gianni Donnarumma ana fe edu ensom Nuno Mendes Tavares enti we the top 10 ranking ewo Ballon d'Or no na no pe no yade kakra ensom ade damamen safety kitwa bi mesa bania babedi Ballon d'Or kobakobna sa Tony Madu ko play obeka ya me babeka to as Chelsea ye the player man na player ye play odi mu a na the plaka no see him the same thing obeka na no Madu akeko me ka to say ya ka ten so okono nko ye adwuma no fama when you see 2 months report ametem and say 2 months ana abanta de dia no ne Maduoke ne hu ebeto no enti Arsenal fa nya aboka said the same price na 50 mu ho and 60 50 mu ho and ye de Manchester United na we so no ye to ni 60 and ye de 8 bi 30 and the moment you give na keka kwa ni ma ni gina 2 months kwa nya ma yes we pra na obeba be 2 months time ana tesa abanta de team abanti say no kokobo ne ba club bia wo to Chelsea player na ye Premier League nim kwande ya ni Chelsea nkasa ye awe ya be se ergaune ana chikuza die di pe de be okoro timi je gozi di bi enti koman kakra ni na no pe no ya di kakra enso adi ada wo shawo do so na mamini Chelsea koman kakra say ja Manchester omubo Gatsby ama Chelsea nkofo eche Manchester yo mo popra yanso ye ni Lincoln City na ebo ade ko bi say go ye coach say na goalkeeper afi we de be dem na no so atemu wa Canada da na nyese ebia jage so no man na go pro so ndada o what on na bantle kwa Canada say ono no Premier League no na obenya biada na afi Champions League no obenya biada ana afi other competitions so obenya biada dada nti anya se bia obi akwakodi record nti no ana odi ni tam nti no ani ya reporter eba ewodwumade so na no pe no ya de kwakra enso edida kwa na fafa mfama me bia obi se da hu station no tie no ma omu station no mu tie na ha say na uti Nhyira FM 104.5 and we are done. enti utie o radio sana wa hu se ha se ana ade no nso edana me pato Anjo Maesca Yakobi san sa saina ni team Messi Abanta de din team Chalova na Fetosen adela bia yo obe rotate o man na obe bentim Amanta na ana to so o mu deserve rest esansa Amanta no ma bre pa bo ma bo ani atade wo ha wo be hia so betima rest o mo amana enti na game no wo se yarasi aye Chalova ana Fetosen na me ma de no enso enya won na kwabna report am se kam say ene possible say yebenya Abanta de din adi just a champion ana fe Ghana to be start Abanta de din adi Andre Santos be start ana fe Chelsea awa akoda ne din adi ayasim Mahoka enso ho akoda no ball no onim ne boye pa wan say Magu yasa Abanta no or a cup tied player ya kana sa football ma kwabna in the same competition when them is a player no ebia wa ball edi ama team new in the same competition e ba sa wo so ntimi yusu esa player no and the gwabna de Chelsea ntimi yusu Magu reporter mensaka esa sim no so likely Zebia obetuma gina che ho edi ama Chelsea enkoma kakra na Lami Yama papa na meni nkoma kakra kwabna Lami Yama papa say ade na enye robbery se ne bia obi cheche so o ma robbery Lami Yama kwabna o se enye robbery one day o hu se eye moral harm to human being Hoza de no kan robbery kwa enye de e ma de ni nyahuhu was it o me Lami Yama no ada no eye moral harm to human being ene ya de o ma ye de tia ne ba no na o kan obi atare se ne ba na asase so obi eni wo ni mbobo e de tia ne ba no ball ne bo pa de player be no so ho a wo ni mbobo e de tia Lami Yama o se nyase bia ne benti ana teso o kan sa wase wiase ye ka se player bi pa ni mbobo masa akoda no ni mbobo ye pa wo we no tesa ade de ye very strange aye strange na tesa happen na papa team sa de na hado pa wo se ye strange sa ye koye Ballon d'Or na ne be wo ho enkete ko sa akoda be no park so anya sam ketwa na ye so de na mai body so mema body so Lami Yama na asa fans na ya Ballon d'Or for no mewu a o mo de ade ne komo Osman Dembele na wo se ade ne ha adwene ye pa na o se odidi ye pa se o se referee bi eni ho ata so be contest ne ba no se ya abato obi eni ho ente nke ko ye bibia na nke ya abato o se magina eden fifi no obi a me ne ba nti no in fact ade ande o se aye ne ye pa enum aye Lami Yama ne papa enkoba kako no so ade tudwana ne ma so akasa ne ma sa ade aye won ye pa se modi hafinya be kwakoto 5 se you ranking e ba na yase obi anka so je Ballon d'Or na modi hafinya ekoto ni makwabna wo se nde nya mie ni wadwene ho antiase player uko baso na basa fo na nkasa efiri se hafinya ebobo ana se ni impact e baso na mu no huge ade chen Lami Yama na kwabna ma na ntoso na impa na se miensa bi nkanka wodi na kwakoto zunum wo se ade ne ha adwene ye panti eno ye de Lami Yama papa ewie no de ne ma enso ade eba me pato Osman Dembele so killing Mbappe on Instagram and no so ade eba se bro you deserve it 100 times and team ono so no elbow Abanta na se ane ewu se the goal to nankasa so eba be twa kakra ho enom Lionel Messi enso Lionel Messi so no be Abanta na so eba bo na ba so congratulations no de ma Abanta no entim ano ye koma kakra so a to da na ama no so de na ama no coach of the year no eko edema England o ma ya head coach maami ane din edi Savina Wigman ono na ama no coach no ano so o de ma na fe Chelsea so ye nya ko anum Hannah Hampton kwabna Chelsea mayane goalkeeper na fe England team no goalkeeper wono so Yasin trophy no wono so na Chelsea ko ye that man wo se sha wodo so entin koma kakra ne na yesi the next Ballon d'Or no yesi between Lami Yama and Kylian Mbappe bunte ne the next Ballon d'Or yesi between Lami Yama and Kylian Mbappe enti ade na yenya wiamu kwa no eno so asase nte ho enkoma kakra ne na Kudus Mohammed kwabna yaso ko top 5 European leagues na player eba ne ntwe take ons mama ye ne take ons because dribbles no ho ana take ons no so ho eba ne take ons kwabna yasi ono na top ewo main top 5 major European leagues no ono na top anti wo di Bundesliga na wo di Premier League ba na wo fight Champions League wo di French League ba na wo di Spanish league no so ba kwabna player take ons wa ya de pa no Kudus Muhammad 19 and yasa brantena obi ameno and team anonso kakra no ada Ballon d'Or no koso anonso de kakra wonya sa kwabranka we say na nkanesia said dia oye dia nka Ballon d'Or no so betimi abamu say Kudus Muhammad say oye to so say ya Ballon d'Or na so no so timi pie mu na bibia so comment anka ebia first hand na nka ni dia base ya anka timi aboa anka timi aboa nti nsɛm ni nyina no bibie ni wode a baby samedia misusu sɛ yɛmfa nkɔfa ma so nsɛm no ɛmfɛnsi abɛda story de ye pa sɛ Lami Yama papa sɛ the greatest you can say harm at say about moral harm I mean you so the bluff no or say a moral harm to any human being and omede aye ne baniti no ne story elwa emu yedu pant no media sia nim se bibia ne achidia.
Okay. Bibia nhyɛ no ye ba minim sɛ fifi Manfred ne ayala ba. Definitely a better Ballon d'Or no. Na ya share the controversies and then the major talking point, you know. Ebi the CCA now raise Lami Yama papa asema okay. Then the top 10. Brand first Rafia koto so 5 no. Ebi say that's how brand say o puni ade na. Na nka o pe the last na it should be Rafia. Because even Barca for no crowd feel say Rafia numbers no. Because of Lami Yama ni age ni ne born na
nti no man to ban for idiot no.
Then na Barca for no crowd to me. I think at least Serafia no crowd to me anya de ne de ankonto so third. But some Vitia ne Salah besan ho de. Am for Debbie.
And over to you
to that. Sa controversy name the major talking point di na no. Me say Yala and Fifi ba of course ye be room na edi enkomo no akwasi ye na ase. Father no pay why adwuma pa e da ase. All right, and here Gabi the foreigner and a chief for Martin and Casso de Ako Amanene, where we any dear no, Akasa Mensumania Bedafo, Yetina Senafi, runs in Medin Comono, 8 me a day, a mamma meso, bra, Facebook idiot, Asemberg ready. YouTube, YouTube, Insha TV, na a subscriber, mammy. Samson on your multi TV decoder, and so also search for Insha TV. Make us say Tuesday edition of Insha the Guitar Password, Jimedino, at the Hotafa, obey me. And so I should be our Controversies Royal Enterprise and a day rocon have a miss on day about a gaso coco na hawo general body pains sanso and a menstrual disorder me pacha ni no o Controversies have a mission be known so no timi anom ebebo ye pedro no be to be entunzu to be e bibidro kan promise e ba bi ho sanso na okọ oboase a Time FM ebi ewo ho Otak FM Kumase and oko a pure leave heba ebuakwa sak pharmacy our patase hunano for the men's keu a droni be our but open a chair quine party ye wo bremai Pentecost. Thank you Jesus Bodinima Hona Kodo Recon Royal Enterprise yawa ye dear Tuni de Recon heba meshano at the aba a gas when it na a drop so to be a 0244 470067 pacho na eto adoni bi edom na yade enso ya papa me so ni say sakode is in town. Yes, rapaholic sakode obede pombede enra na okuma se nyasem kitokra enti the rapaholic show this weekend 27th eba sonti lazy miam na yendina no yemmo ho be so yemkwagie ni kama pa na ticket no me say me cheo tricky bia obefa kotikwa bi so obefa back door no anya ticket also be ba be hwe eye rapaholic concert ni bi eno an say me patch o use MTN mumu app no download it sia me no kasai o download we ya refer me dipanu enum o refer me dipanu ma obenya 2 regular tickets na e bia no dofo bia akwa hwe rapaholic air concert no sanso na refer e de mani pa 20 eno so benya concert na se na bibia na e kama edi aba we die eyese kutu say bam enti me so mientia na also the rapaholic concert no aye part of Nebibiano enye kama enfama rush energy drink obenum energy drink eno na ese onum energy drink ni bebe na wadwa so bat o to amoni na ho to rush because eno na aye papa so ho ya anum die o to side effect e wa chiri no ya na ha adwen pa we ne caffeine wom ena ginseng enso my vitamins enso abone bia ebeboa ama oye adwuma kra omre enti aya na wato rush energy drink ni bi na watimi anom ya de bi ti say diabetes BP Oliver aye obrebo no okọ hospital doctor awon no say wanye bibia amfa ho a ebetimi akun enti ede ayam hihia kra bra ma se woda wodna edra ya tuni din kamfo se ba mesha aye bibidro ebeboa wo pa me pacha wo ma me bi wo papa bi unu ebubusu ni bi yade sa yade am boss yi diabetes BP me pacha infections edra nyimene na untimi enna koto kamfo se ba mesha bibidro ebeboa no pa na tu yade na se de ama no make us call Fred Mens Colinac Gilligo Pharmaceuticals our Santase ene ekumase no konongo brekum nkoko sunyan edro no ahyeta ho unsabetimi akabi enso ba bia yeton eye edro na watimi anom bi kama pa me pa chawo penchiremu bi enche we ya 0245 455 740 na onso watimi ajo de Alaska Star Enterprise yeton niema yedisese dem na office it's all about in share from your new studio ha met me catch us about 99-95% of a niema de ya hanina no efi Alaska Star Enterprise and into them who CCA office wo nyina ko ho eniema no fofofofo ebo no edafom say kulem eye papa nso so pe blanketing wallpaper sanso and echo panel modern TV stand best spread a sofa cover bedside air lamps and a carpet in fact bibi edi say dem there oko Alaska Star Enterprise na onso timi akwakuto bi anti and as say obi wura young boy bia edem no na wasisi ni dem esan say enema no efo pa efenso ema wo dem no etimi eyefentimi slow sisi dem ma no kra de se dem na metaka ni betu apade mo ba be ma de so sisi dem so ese bibia kama enso edema kumase me pacho kwadum sisi Mrs. Anoche Plaza emuha on boss from side hona wa edna omo enso ewo enkrafo monko circle Tito Lane and I'm friend number 0256 330075 na money Alaska Star Enterprise empany for any enkomono kama pa me pacha person tu kwan akọ abroche koye PAD ana on masters IDP Ghana and as IDP Education Ghana and I may come from Eddie Amawo you say they na simple kra ebia obre so benya baby akoyo masters ana PAD me pacha fakodan IDP for no munye bibia kama pa information say oko US Canada UK Sansona Australia amo universities akesia amo good rapport ambabo ama wonso no atimi akosua de outside Ghana enenti me pacha obese yeboa na onso kosua de no a registration bibia free ana audio betimi visit idp.com nessa onso waje hunche mubia ana friend number 0553173346 na ono omonso no eni komana bibia anye kama emfa ema ye ko boss so ngona fe ye de no so edi awie de ten say Isaac Mining and Engineering Training School sebra oboase zongo na ebesua de obeso ram into mining ana construction ese unya ho eya adesua eho ene ho nim de na onso timi ede akwakoye sa adwuma no dam truck yare 3 months extra say de sitwe no forklift excavator bulldozer roller name them ninina ye chew kama pa me pato fra chichi ena oba ye hostel na say ye hostel no crowd e free enti baby a free baby a no obenya baby di utuato na onso aba bisua wade kama pa registration fee no aye 200 cedis on sabitimi enso akana fi wa fele ne kama say the medical kan oboase zongo ye wo aye high sense building achi eho ena ye wo 0539732766 na motimi ene omonso edi nkomono kama pa na bibia no akoye edi amount 1040 pepepe mamen ko na ye started discussions no emfa emma ye share from the 69th Ballon d'Or night and as award night and ɛno so ɛtumi ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ ɛyɛ France amɔnten so na sɛdeɛ Gabriel ɛde ɛho nsɛm nyinaa de ka brɛ no of course yɛbɛsan asisi so ho na afei yɛdi nkɔmmɔ no ɛde afiwa but before kran fifi bɛba bɛka me ho na yɛastarte discussions no mepɛ sɛ wo a wohwɛ dwumadie no live sɛ wohwɛ ɛwɔ Nhyira TV or multi TV decoder no so mo nso a mohwɛ live ɛwɔ YouTube Nhyira TV no bra na ɛnra Ballon d'Or no ohu ne sɛn ɛnneɛma bɛn na ofiw sɛ ɛkɔɔ so a wode w'ani anhyɛ da angye ho especially with the awards na ɛkɔɔ so no utie nipa dodoɔ na ɔmo se Ousmane Dembele ɛwini ne ɛnyɛ ɔmo problem but sɛ wohwɛ the top 10 a ɔmo de aberanteɛ bi te sɛ Rafinha ɛkɔtɔɔ so ɛyɛ fake na ɛno deɛ ɔmo ne mpanimfoɔ no ɛnyɛ adwen saa nneɛma ɛkɔɔ so no nyinaa no nso wobɛtumi ɛde adwenkyɛ no ɛde aba so ho na yɛkenkan ɛde ama on YouTube Nhyira TV Fabra sisi a na yɛnkenkan ɛmfa ɛma Kofi Maresca good morning Minti unka good morning Emma
Good morning.
Okay, Abba. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
What's he saying?
Yeah, I'm good. Just a little tired, but
you'll be fine.
Oh.
Is it Udine Masisano?
What today?
Doubters will be believers.
Like, Sana offer me.
Udiam the amount.
Oh. Why?
Doubters will be believers.
Why?
You better doubt to the beer.
Why?
Oh, so we can own our kind.
Say.
Also, a man for you money.
Now, one match depend on who is
and I'm say dear, maybe the amount.
No problem. So now, mammy, dear, mammy, come down.
Until I finish it,
now, do mammy.
As I end the Ballon d'Or,
now to be fast, some Manchester.
As a man,
now to be well. Now, I said, doubt, oh, mammy, dear, mammy, they need to be once and what to be that. Now, but junior crowman, you go for the coach because daddy, this baby, I don't want it. Now, me, I'm going to
say Chelsea with Jai.
Or those who are I don't come so
doubters will be believers.
You
better doubt them the beer.
No problem. Any person without here. Any problem. Any person without here. You who say one loss the penalty the musi can Chelsea fully inexperienced.
To match sa.
Yeah, we am better say send you draw. No pressure. No pressure.
Doubters will be believers, but yanko.
All of you
the Ballon d'Or.
Now, only a cast of media. Now, basically, January, but that believers, you could Ballon come. Maybe kind work with this movement to me. Share. Only Russian, they are using the camera. This is a each
Kofi.
Gatsby.
Why?
Gatsby. Yeah. He's the one that coined the phrase that Abrabo Ayebono. All of us are products of your environment. Enti se ushi obi na ni suban ne ni omabi oye no a little bit different from yours. Now when you say abnormal in your own sense, I don't want to say kakra. Because where they come from, the things they've gone through have shaped them to be the people that they are.
Sure.
It's
things at your disposal. No?
Yeah, and the man
it will shape you.
Yeah, and the man who you are. And it's now go focus and now for you also shape the things that you become or how you become, what you become. Rich, the biggest winner yesterday at the Ballon d'Or, I'll tell you at the end of my analysis. I don't think it was Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele is not the biggest winner of the Ballon d'Or. He won the biggest prize, but he's the biggest winner of Ballon d'Or. But let's start with Ousmane's story. Because, and then they had the most interesting story and the biggest story at the Ballon d'Or. Rich, Ebane saying, if you look at the list of French players that are winning Ballon d'Or, now Ousmane top 6. Now listen to this well. Say, list you will see, say, in the last 3 of the players who win Ballon d'Or ama France minor. 3 of them. There are 3 things in common. First one, Ousmane Dembele, Karim Mustafa Benzema, Zinedine Zidane. All 3 of them are immigrant French people.
Okay.
Before that, there was Ramon Cooper. Only the Copa Trophy in Tono. He's a French boy. I played for Madrid. The whole of we told that story later. Then there is Michel Platini, the most famous of the lot of French former winning Ballon d'Or. And only 3 times in a row, 93, 83, 84, 85, Michel Platini did that job. Then Jean-Pierre Papin in 1991 heralded France into it. In 1998, Omuni World Cup, then Zinedine Zidane won this one. Marich, so Zidane, now Benzema, now Ousmane Dembele. They are all immigrant French people. Either say first generation, second generation, and so generation, and say France for them. And most of them are second generation immigrant people. Same for Benzema, same for them. 3 of them are all Muslims. And in all of 3 of them being immigrants, being Muslim or Islam, all 3 of them are also African. It's African Islam immigrant people who have won the last 3 Ballon d'Or for France. Which, when you go to France, I'm several times that my love for geopolitics, say any football at the end of my career, I'm reading something or watching something about geopolitics, wars of the various nations and how they interact with people. Which, when you go there, you realize that Muslims for almost as free African. France police for essential because according to their data, for a crime. So every time you go to France, in those suburbs, those slums, like the Normandy area now, Ousmane Dembele Efrino, and a crimes. So it is not a coincidence that in all 3 of them, they rose from these areas to become individual best players in their field. But which, once Benzema and Zinedine Zidane a story, not no share area 2 years predict say Benzema betimiaje, Zinedine Zidane betimiaje even at the time. Although we are not in this job no. But which, Ousmane Dembele, before now, nobody could predict. In fact, in the last 5 Ballon d'Ors, Ousmane Dembele had not been ranked on count top 30 on count. This is 2025. Since about 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, no parts. He was not ranked. And the thing is that, and you say that Obian named the quality of Ousmane Dembele, and you say they are only. Nobody has doubted Ousmane's ability to play. This is it. Per year. If you look at 2021, he was not ranked. 2019, he was not ranked. 2022, he was not ranked. 2023, he was not ranked. 2024, he was not ranked. So having not been ranked for 4 years and jumping to win in the 5th year is why, although there is similarity in Benzema, Zinedine Zidane, but the Ousmane Dembele story is slightly different.
That's a huge jump.
Yeah.
Gonka sometimes and obi win no.
Yes.
And also the position or ban.
Yeah.
Say the last time or to be a fitter.
Yeah.
We know about 40.
Yeah.
No about 30.
Yeah.
Meaning or
to say Lamine Lamine really Copa last year. Then when this second, all of us are saying that 18-year-old boy, when this second Ballon d'Or, Messi at age 18, where was he? So it is big for Lamine. And we are saying that Lamine will win next year. So we need will win next year because life happens. We need 2 years, 3 years time. Any year because it's in there. But Rich, why Ousmane was not ranked no into any story at the average listener who listens or watch me doesn't know. And you're gonna make action. Everybody who follows football knows why Ousmane Dembele has not been ranked. And is it a fault of his? Ousmane Nankasa aye interview now saying, and he has said that partly it was his fault, partly and then the fault.
I went to at the point, I can say, I am a football career and a big country.
Yeah.
Gonna play 100.
Yeah. Too much.
From Dortmund to Barcelona.
Yeah.
Pre.
Yeah.
PG names were why consistent kaka.
Which, you see, the person you bring here, Usman Assembly, you know, we are far better from area to go to Jim Yaboyebra. Because I believe strongly that nothing teaches life lessons better than football. Trust me. And I'm saying this without mentioning any words. Yes, I'm not going to other fields. But, sir, a good lady a friend born and a sport, you know. It's something that changes lives. Even you can remember with some, but it teaches you things and stories that motivate you, or you learn from some remember also. Rich, you said it. And you pray. Now, Usman did not just start from Dortmund. People usually focus on the journey at Dortmund because I know that I want lamplight anymore. But I start from Stade Rennes in France. And at the tender age of age 17, I was Rennes for reserve side. No, I said 16 goals and 13 assists in the first season. And everybody at Stade Rennes believe that boy, new talent is too much than what we've ever seen at Stade Rennes. And it's maybe we have to promote him to the League One team, you know, which the first season in 2015, he was not promoted. Only agent because the manager at the time felt like WWE. The physicality enough for the French League. I'm not more French League enemy. Then they have to move on. Next season, they go to a new sporting director. And you want to move for 6 months, man, they made a more French League enemy. And then later on, grew as a player. Which someone in the famous story of how Ousmane Dembele moved from Dortmund to Barcelona. Abra went trainer. But you know that the same thing happened when he was moving from Stade Rennes to go to Dortmund. Same thing, same story. Pre-season. Yeah, pre-season. Ousmane Dembele. In co-training. Yeah, Tono, you say, but see, okay, me person me call Dortmund. At the time, Man City and the likes all wanted Ousmane Dembele. We need him. Don't call Dortmund. And we are Dortmund. You see that German crown tape. With Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, all of those German, the friend is a Dortmund boys, took the place by storm. Everybody saw the quality of Ousmane. Which, fast forward at age 20, Barca followed Dionuja with Paris Saint-Germain for. Paris Saint-Germain for the Sicano, Abo Barcelona for the Muhunya. Oma Gine Mexicano. Oma Gine Mexicano. You see, Evianka say, baby, which, you know how Barcelona has literally the best academy of Yassi. But the one player that always comes in to turn it around, usually is not from the La Masia. Messi. Yes, he has trained at La Masia, but he is not a Spanish boy that they grew from La Masia from the off. From boys, old boys, come to Argentina, and then they buy him and he come to Spain, then he face it in. I'm not naming my Econ. Barcelona needed another player. Only say academies no teach you how to play as a team. But sometimes you need a star man that stays in the team that does the job. In Neymar going, Barca needed somebody that, in case Messi leaves, could step up, and they thought he was going to use Ousmane Dembele. It's the first candidate. At that time, it was the second highest record purchase fee after Neymar. You know, at age
Neymar, they need 222.
We will never forget that figure.
222 million.
That was big money at the time. But I know
oh yeah.
In the context of football purchasing, it's money that can't.
And there's also between Bomo, between 350.
So it is money that can still be getting from buying of players. Which Ousmane could pay more Barcelona. They can't be saying. Which Ousmane say, I will pay more Barcelona, and this is sport. I want to see if I'll find a date for you. This is 2017, 14th November 2017. Sport front page. Ousmane buy a piano ever. Every time he's getting injured. And in front of sport, almost a plan especial para Dembele. A special plan for Dembele. Barca's plan for him in November was that all money mobile BM, he will sit off, recuperate the energy, and then come back in February. Which when you say Ousmane Dembele job only 2 from November to February, or by about 160 minutes, so they do not understand genetic reconstruction, genetic analysis. Again, if you don't buy, you can buy background. This will be interesting to you. Sani Yamano, They did to see exactly what's the underlying factor in terms when he played, but they could not find out why. Rich, it is attitude. The genetics and the science and all of those things could not find why Usman was getting injured. And Yamin America, Usman is saying, and he spoke to the keep. Or say of free time of free Barcelona about Paris Saint-Germain. Now, bro, Barca. And two things happened to him. I don't know Barcelona, no one dots, no a young player, no. Because he grew up in place where Ubre and San when you be or be a star player, and he thought that was all. Usman Dembele, Ufri Nomade Noaba, and Wabe Judin Dortmund, Barcelona, second highest player across their paper. You are okay. He said he didn't know that Bono said, you need to pay a personal chef, you need to pay a personal physical trainer, you need to pay a personal analyst, you need to do your own analysis, rest, and reduce cover wasting time because we are exerting too much energy. Usman said he didn't know. Now, according to him, because he was making too much money, not all share even his mother could not really call him to action. So it was until he married his wife. Until who on social media said, boys, they said, since Usman Dembele wanted again on time, it may be a troll, but it fits into that narrative.
Okay.
Until Usman married a lady from Morocco who was from a family of 8, who had a royal background. Usman could now understand that the sense of responsibility in Abano. So now I know who back.
Oh, son of God, could be a normal. The young girl, you have now Maria.
That's exactly the thing.
Lifestyle need different.
You have liberty. I was work a crown.
Oh, no, yeah, point to overflow away.
Exactly.
I saw Beffy, Falano, you know,
so for me, the story of Usman is interesting. And the story from Nomande, true to the fact that for me also, I think that Luis Enrique was super in the management of Usman. People criticize Luis Enrique Bibrioni. Me, I like Luis. And specifically last year against Arsenal, he dropped Usman. And your coach, is coach that keeps up in terms of discipline. If you don't do the job, you go now. You all saw the pictures, Ubia laughing over there. Which, between Lamine Yamal and Nasser Al Khalifi, who won the night at the Paris Saint-Germain? Lamine Yamal won the Copa Trophy. Nasser Al Khalifi, I don't get time to tell you the Paris Saint-Germain story. But from Qatar for one to Paris Saint-Germain, since Marseille win the Champions League, we need that. Getting them to go out quarter final, round of 16, quarter final, round of 16. They say they are perennial underachievers until they can't get there. To get them to win the Champions League and deliver France's first French football player of the Ballon d'Or winner in the recent times, that was not playing outside of France but playing in France. And it is Paris Saint-Germain team. I am torn. I am Lamine Yamal because he is 18, ready second of Ballon d'Or, and there is a chance for him to go to the very top and won the Copa Trophy twice in a row. Who won the Ballon d'Or night for me? Is it Lamine Yamal? Is it Abranti Efero, Papa Efero, Nasser El Khalifi? For me, it's the two that I'm looking at. And now,
I'm